Flat rate shop or commission shop? Did you know that mechanic shops generally charge their customers for labor in one of two different ways? I sure didn't. I just learned about it from my friends at Main Street Mechanic. There are generally two different types of ways that mechanics get paid, by flat rate or by commission. At flat rate shops like Main Street Mechanic, there are exhaustively researched labor guides that tell a shop the standard for how long it should take to get the job done on any part or any car, based on real-world scenarios, and based on if winter weather corrosion will make the job harder. Thanks, Utah. Let's take a for instance. Let's say a job should take 4 hours, like the water pump on my van. If I get a mechanic who is having a bad day or someone new who would take longer to fix it, I would still only get billed for the 4 hours of labor. It protects me from having my bill padded. But what if it only took 3 hours? That's where excellent technicians get rewarded for being good at their job and having specialty tools, which they have to pay for, that help get the job done faster. They still get paid for the full time because that's how long it would take a trained technician to do the job. They're just better than the standard. Now I hear you, I said it too. If it only took 3 hours to do the job, shouldn't I just have to pay for 3 hours? The answer is no. Just like the difference between a high school diploma and a bachelor's or master's degree, the pay is different because you're more experienced at what you do. That way, flat rate shops don't have to charge you differently depending on who gets assigned your vehicle. It's fair to you and fair to the technician. Seems fair to me. But what if a mechanic cuts corners to get the job done faster? Well, at Main Street Mechanic, like other flat rate shops, if the mechanic doesn't get the job done right, the mechanic has to do the job again, for free, which incentivizes them to do the job right the first time. Now, commission shops are where the mechanic gets a cut of the bill, say 15%. But what that means is that the more that ends up on the bill, the more the technician gets paid. This leads to shops adding lots of extra things for you to pay for, whether or not they really need to get done. It just reminds me of all those horror stories you hear about. For instance, at local mechanic shops that run on commission, more often than not, they recommend their customers get new brake calipers anytime a brake job is done, which is almost always unnecessary. Reminds me of a lot of mechanic shops I've been to. You don't want to pay more money for things that don't need to get done. Commission jobs can even make the most honest mechanic realize that they could be making more money if they recommend more things. It may be great for the shop's bottom line and for the technicians, but it is definitely not better for you and me. Main Street Mechanic is a flat rate shop. Their prices are fair and their technicians are amazing. Come down and see how they can make sure you get the most miles for your dollars, and click on the link below to get 50% off your next oil change.